Hey everybody, welcome back to Over Here We Craft for Money. I'm DJ, and in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you 20 plus sublimation blanks that you can get from Temu. Very inexpensive, but with a little bit of design magic and a little bit of sublimation, you're going to be able to create items that you can sell at craft shows, conferences, on Etsy, on your personal website, and make you some supplemental income. So please like and subscribe to this channel as the intro plays, and I will meet you on the other side so that we can get into making this money. Welcome to Over Here We Craft, the channel dedicated to helping you turn your love of crafting into supplemental income. I'm DJ, a small business owner, a crafter, and low-key and undercover foodie. I hope you'll connect with me on Facebook and TikTok. Now let's make this money. All right, money makers, welcome back. Now, as I said in the beginning, I have a lot of materials to get through. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than the ones I've done in the past, but all very valuable and hopefully things that you feel like you can take and integrate into your own business model to help you make some supplemental income. I have some notes down here and I'm going to be putting them up on the screen. So grab something to write with so that you can snatch up what you want or grab your phone and start making your list. As I said, this video is not sponsored, but I told you guys in the beginning of my channel, I will always be transparent and I want to share what I've learned and what I know to help you make supplemental income. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is this cute little 15-piece sublimation pet bandana. So we know that we have a lot of fur mommies and daddies out there and they love their fur babies. And this is an item that you can customize to wear around the neck of your pet. It can be for a cat, it can be for a dog, either one, but it's washable. The ink will not come out because, as we know, sublimation takes the ink from the printer and kind of turns it into a gas when the heat is applied to it, and it merges into the fabric. And so it will maintain its vibrancy and its color for years to come. What I love about this one is you get 15 pieces for $7.98. And if we do the math on that, that comes out to 53 cents per bandana. Now, that's just for the item itself. You are going to have to account for the cost of the ink and the paper that you'll need for sublimation because you can't do it on regular paper or copy paper and it will work. So even if you add, say, another 50 cents for the ink and for the paper, you're looking at about $1 per bandana. And if you go on Etsy or Pinterest and you start looking around for stuff like this, people are paying anywhere from $10 to $15. Walk into any pet supermarket or PetSmart and that has any of these kind of items, and you're definitely looking upwards of $15. So those are not even customized. Imagine if your customers can ask you to make sublimation bandanas for their pets with their pictures of the family, the loved ones, the pet's name. It can even be the favorite sports teams that your family loves and supports, so that your furry best friend can also rep your favorite team. I love this item because it's lightweight. So when you go to ship it to your customer, you may even decide to offer free shipping because the weight of the item is going to be very light. Now, what I would tell you is that you want to get the best bang for your buck on an item like this. So you're going to want to bundle these things together. And I would definitely consider doing that. I have another item I'm going to show you all in a little while that you may want to consider bundling with this. But if you just end up getting the bandanas, then you probably want to bundle no less than 3 of them together and maybe offer the 4th one free, because we know it's going to cost you less than $1 to do it. And if you're selling them for $12 to $15, someone, instead of them paying $60, paying $45 and getting one free. And if they love their pet, they will pay that money. Trust and believe. So hopefully this is something that you can see yourself getting into. Now, for my crafters that have not yet ventured into sublimation, because that does require special ink and a special printer for it to work on, and you do need a heat press in order for it to get up to the temperatures in order for this process to work. So my alternative for my crafters If you don't have sublimation at your fingertips and you have a Cricut cutter, you can customize it with vinyl. Heat transfer vinyl can stick to these and you will not have any problems. You can also use embroidery if that's the choice that you make, but you can also use fabric paint. So if you went to any craft store, I will drop a link in the comments below for the fabric paint that I use. I get mine off of Amazon, and you can also do the design that way. So there's a lot of versatility with sublimation products. Obviously, they're created for sublimation, but there is a workaround, and that's what you can do with these. So pet bandanas at 53 cents a piece, not a bad deal for our first item. Now, I do have notes down here, so if you see me looking down and looking at the screen, it's because I want to make sure that I give you all of the benefits of each thing that I'm going to cover. So staying in line with kind of what we sublimate that's either wearable or kind of home decor-ish, if you will, is sublimation pillowcase covers. This is something that will sell year-round. It is not a seasonal product. Now, as you can see on the screen here, these are white and they come in 2 different sizes. So Temu offers it in a 16 by 16 square pillowcase and an 18 by 18. So be mindful, while both are a great deal and we'll break down the numbers in a few moments, something to think about if you're going to consider selling this particular type of item is the 16 by 16 pillowcase cover is more likely to fit a standard throw pillow that folks might already have in their home. Just in case you are not planning to include the pillow insert into the price when you sell it. If you look online, most of the time people sell them just as the pillow covers and they have the customer go and find their own inserts. I myself sell my pillows already stuffed because I like to create that gift-giving experience, and it allows me to charge a little bit more because I'm including the insert, I am packaging it and allowing the little gift cards. So there's ways that I increase my supplemental income in that way. But just keep in mind, if you go with the smaller pillowcase cover, that will fit a standard pillow. But let's break down these prices. So each bundle comes with 15 pillowcase covers. And if you go with the 18 by 18 inch pillow, they're coming in at $26.48 for 15 of them. But when you do the math on that, you're getting them for $1.76 a piece. Again, you'll need to account for the sublimation ink and the paper that goes along with that. But even if $2, I sell my pillows from anywhere from 25 to 30, sometimes 35 if they ask me to add rhinestones to the pillow. So for me, paying this $2, now I happen to get mine overseas because I buy these pillowcases in a much bigger volume than 15 pieces just because I do a lot of them in sales. So when I'm ordering 300 or so pillowcases at a time. But as you're getting started with this, that might not be what you want to start with, or that may be too many. So this is a great price and amount for you to try your hand at it. So again, if you do the 18 by 18 inch pillow, it's $26.48, coming out to $1.76 for you. If you go with the 16 by 16, those come in at $23.98, and you're only spending $1.59 for the pillowcase cover. Again, very light item. If you don't want it all white, with sublimation, you can turn the pillow any color that you want, but just keep in mind that sublimation does not sublimate white, so you'll need to have a design that will leave space if your design has white. But I'm going to be doing a video really soon on how to design and create pretty pillow designs that may show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about there. But again, for a pack of 15, this is a great price and definitely will allow you to make some extra income should you decide to add that to your inventory. The next thing that I came across that I thought was really cute, it made me think of a spa day with my girls, birthday parties, little girls' birthday parties that are having like their little pamper me day, is customizable sleep masks. Now, Temu offers them in quantities of 20 and 50. They are white, but again, you'd have to treat them the same way you would do the pillow. Based on your design, you can turn them a completely different color. They have elastic banding, so it doesn't make your head hurt by pressing into it. That elastic band has a lot of give to it. It is a lot more cushion on the inside, so it helps block out more light. The sizing of it is not bad at all. It's almost 7.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So it's a nice little standard eye mask. And I actually think I have some of these. I got a bundle received from a sublimation vendor overseas, and they put a little bit of everything in there for me. So I'm going to take a look and see if I have it. And if that's something that you'd like to see because you're interested in this, but you'd like to see how it subs or how it comes out before you buy, let me know in the comments. And I will definitely do a video filming it and showing you how I make them. But again, like I said, with this, you are spending $7.99 if you're going to get, I believe this quantity. Let me look at it. I want to make sure I get my numbers right. $7.99. It comes out to 39 cents a mask. You cannot beat that. All of that, if you're at a craft show, you can make a whole bunch of different varieties of kinds. Put them in a little bit of cellophane from those little baggies you get from the party section of the Dollar Tree and lay them out on your table so that people are not touching on them. But literally 50 cents, and you've got something that you could sell from anywhere from $7 to $10, depending on the market and maybe what you bundle it with. So definitely consider checking that out. All right, the next one that I wanted to share, although we're past graduation season and I thought this would be a really great item for that time, I think that being able to market to customers that you can sell huge banners that they can either put on their front lawn for someone's birthday, they can do it for a going away, they can do it for a welcome home, they can do it for pretty much anything, are these large polyester banners, right? And so you may be able to do business to business transactions and actually sell it to other businesses that want to create signs. If you've ever went and did some pricing and see how much people really charge to make these banners, and then you can turn around and make customized banners yourself, your price point can be through the roof, making you tons of extra money. So Temu is selling a 78-inch by 78-inch banner for $3.77. That's the base price. Now, you will need a heat press in this particular case because to make it sublimation, you've got to have a heat conductor that gets up to at least 380 degrees. But even with a 12 by 12 press, you can do it in sections and still create a really beautiful banner for someone. So for $3.77 for a 78 by 78 inch banner, your price point for this could be at least $60. Now that is huge income for you. Now keep in mind, if you are that person that does not have sublimation, but you want to be able to sell banners, this is where fabric paint is going to come in. This is where heat transfer vinyl is going to come in. There's a lot of different ways that you can manipulate this banner, but for $3.77, I don't think you're going to find a better deal anywhere. So definitely check that out. If you're liking this content so far and you're seeing some possibilities, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and throw me a comment in the chat out of the first ones that I've shown you so far. What's your favorite one and what are you going to try? Okay, y'all. So this next one that I found, I had to bring this one to you guys when I saw how much these could retail for, depending on where you saw them at. So recently, I went on a trip to visit some friends in Georgia, and I stopped in this gas station called Buc-ee's. Let me know in the chat if you have ever been to a Buc-ee's. Like, it's a whole experience. Buc-ee's is a vibe. But they also have like this section of like handmade items and things like that. So I went over in there and they had these metal license plates. Had all different kinds of designs on them. Even had one with the little beaver logo that is the whole Buc-ee's logo sign or what have you. But they were selling those signs for $24.99. $24.99. So that lets me know. And people were buying them. And not just the ones with the Buc-ee's logo on it. They were buying the ones that said state of Florida. They were buying the ones that said, you know, their favorite Green Bay Packers. Like, they were buying them up. So I had to see what Temu could do for us with that for a price point of $24.99. And I looked out and I found this. So they do sell them. They are 0.50 mm. And they come in quantities of 4, 10, and 20. Now, I love that they give you a variety of amounts to choose from, because if you're not really sure if your audience is going to like it, if you're not really sure if it's going to be a seller for you, or you want to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that to take to the craft show or the pop-up shop just to kind of see what would resonate, they give you choices. So if you decided to go with 4 of them is going to come in at $8.48. If we divide that on the back of the napkin by 4, you're going to be paying $2.12 per license plate frame. So if you sold them for $24.99, and we're going to add an extra dollar because I'm always going to err on the side of more. So for $2.12, if you bought 4, add an extra dollar for the ink. That's going to bring you to $3.12. If I subtract that $3.12 from your price point of $24.99, you're going to clear $21.87 every time you sell one license plate. Every time. So you already know I'm going to tell you this is a good deal for you. Now, the price gets even better. If you go up to the 10, you're going to get 10 of them for $16.98. Your cost is going to be $1.70. So if you're selling at $24.99, making even more money. And then if you decide to go all in and do 20 of them are $34.48. It's going to cost you $1.72 per license plate. Again, they were buying them at Buc-ee's, so it's all about the design that you put on there. Sometimes people don't even put them on their cars. Sometimes they're displayed in the man cave or the she shed. Sometimes they're displayed on the kid's wall. It can be a decor thing for you. But being able to sell that sign after only paying $2 at the most for $24.99 is definitely some income you're going to enjoy spending. So don't forget to check that one out. Keeping us in line with the car, another thing that I saw that they had that I thought was a really good thing that you could bundle together and even upcharge it even further from there are these blank car cup coasters. They're circular. They fit in most standard cup holder sizes. They are easy to sublimate. You are able to get anywhere from 4 to 6 of these little circles on a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of sublimation paper. And if you have the 8.5 by 14 or an 11 by 17, you can get through even more than that. So they are selling 60 pieces. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get 60 coasters, because what I loved about this that I hadn't seen anywhere else is that it comes with a display card for you to attach both coasters to, and then a little plastic slip bag that seals so that you can package it and present it either at the table without people touching it or as ready for gift giving. I love that it was all together like this, because normally you'd have to buy the bag separate and you'd have to create the coaster card to attach it to or order it from a place like Vistaprint. But here they're putting it all together for you. So for $10.48, you're going to get 60 pieces, right? So that's going to be 30 coasters, 15 of the plastic cellophane bags sized perfectly for the coasters, and 15 of the display cards to attach them to and slide them in. So if we divide the $10.48 by 60 pieces, each piece is costing you 17 cents. 17 cents. And if we multiply that all together and say, how much is it going to cost you for you to make the whole set together, guys? We're talking 78 cents for everyone that you package together. And this is easily sellable for at least $12. Easily. And especially with the design being custom. Now, if they just want a standard design or they're willing to buy whatever you made, maybe you make one for Thanksgiving, Christmas, what have you, maybe you charge $7 to $10 because it's not customized. But the minute they want to send a photograph, the minute they wanted to say something in particular, guess what? You're charging $12. So the supplemental income that you're going to be making on that, let's do the math for you. We said 78 and we said a good $12 charge, right? If they were custom. We're going to subtract your 78 cents. Oh, let's do that right. $12.99 minus 0.78. You're clearing $12.21. $12.21 for something that's going to take you less than 10 minutes to make. Again, another great deal that I think you can upcharge. You can pair with the license plate and make it a bundle. All right, this next one, I kind of didn't know where to put it, but it made me think of sharing this with you because I recently had a friend who had a family reunion that she went to, and she was making fans for them for the day when the last day of the reunion when the families went to the church. And when I saw this, I was so mad at myself that I didn't see this sooner, because I absolutely would have ordered these and made these for her just to be able to save her some time. But they are double-sided plastic hand fans, and they have a sublimation coating on it, that polymer, so that you can make them into sublimation. So the cool thing about this is it's a double-sided fan, and it comes with 24 pieces, 24 in the pack. So for $15.28, we get 24 of them. When we divide that out, each fan's per piece price is 64 cents. 64 cents per fan. And I know that these fans can be sold, probably, in my mind, I would probably sell them in a pack of 5, because you don't want to spend time making a design and you only make one fan. That won't make much sense. And when you think about the fact that it could be made for church, it could be made for a wedding, it could be made for graduations, it could be made for birthdays, it could be made for the barbecues, it could be made for the tailgating. Like, at the end of the day, you want to make this worth it for you to sit down and make the design. So I would be selling these anywhere in probably, for me, a pack of 10 or maybe a pack of 12, just because it's 24 in there. So out of every 24 pack, I'm going to get 12. I would probably make them in a pack of that, and I would probably sell them for $25, right? So I'm going to make my money back that I invested, and I'm going to make some money on top of that. And then I'm still going to be up ahead of the game on all of this, because this is, I'm going to make almost $48 just from when I make the sale on this. So guys, this is an easy one for you to tap into. And as you can see from some of the designs that are on here, you can do any kind of designs on here with these fans, and double-sided. If they want any extra flair, they want some bling on there or something like that, you can always add a little bit more. So just keep in mind that you're going to get the actual plate, which is what they consider the fan, and then you're going to get the plastic handle that goes along with it. So this is a must-have. I know the Dollar Tree sells these little paddles that I've seen people use, and I've actually made those before for folks for graduation. But come next graduation season, honey, I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to have those. All right, our next thing is the Sublimation fridge magnets. Now, I love magnets. I love magnets. Whenever I go on vacation, I'm always looking for one for anytime I visit someplace I've never been before. If I have friends that are going somewhere where I don't expect that that's a place I'm going to travel, I ask them to bring me back a magnet. I don't know if you've ever looked on the back of magnets when you go into like souvenir shops. They always have the little cheap section over to the side where they're like $2 or $3, but they're never the magnets that you want to pick out. So then you go over to the other side where they're like $5.99, $7.99, sometimes $8.99. That's about the price point that I'm seeing these to be in, because these can be customized. Now, again, if you decide that you're just going to make basic magnets and you're going to pick the design that's going to go on there, then yeah, you might just charge something a little bit along the lines of maybe $5 or $6. But if you're customizing them, these are gifts. There's somebody wanting to order these for somebody's birthday. Somebody wants to order these for a sporting event, or things like that, or you're at your craft show. These are the route you want to go. Now, they sell them in 2 quantities. You can get 20 or you can get 12. If you get 12, they come in at 37 cents a piece, because you're getting 12 for $4.49. So when we divide that by 12, they're coming in at 37 cents. Even if you sell one for $5, you're making 4 and some change. If you decide to go with the 20, they're going to be $6.74. But when you divide that out, you're paying 34 cents. So again, easy to sublimate. You're going to be able to fit anywhere from 4 to 6 of them on a standard piece of sublimation paper, and be able to charge upwards of $10 for the magnets. So definitely. And the other thing, let me not forget, these are so lightweight that if you do them in bundles, and again, these smaller items, I would encourage you to bundle together, where people are having to purchase a minimum of a number of them, and usually 5 is the greatest number to pick for that, right? But you can offer free shipping, or you can say, I'm going to sell 4 and you get the 5th one free, and let the 5th one that they pay for cover the cost of their shipping, even though they think they're covering the cost of their shipping. And really, it's not costing you much of anything. So with light items like that, you definitely want to take advantage of that. All right, now this one is something that's another universal gift. This is great for guys, girls, students, workers, our grandparents, our little kids. a mouse pad, right? Now, a lot of people have laptops and they have iPads, so they're, using that. But some folks like a good old mouse pad, and especially when they're in their offices, right? Well, I'm loving these because they come in a quantity of 50, 20, or 10. And I like this because it's a nice size space for you to be able to work on and put really nice images, especially if people want to send you their photographs. I price pointed these out at Walgreens, and I'm telling you, they cost a whole lot more than this. So if you go with the 50, Temu has them for $44.48. That comes out to 89 cents per mouse pad if you get the quantity of 50. If you go with the 20 pieces, it's $18.98, which comes out to 95 cents per mouse pad. And if you decide to go 10, I just want to dabble, see if I like it, $9.48 to get you 10 of them comes out to 95 cents. So again, adding maybe 50 cents to $1 for the paper and your ink, and you have a product that you can charge anywhere from $15 to $20 for, depending on what it says. Again, some people may say, well, that's too high. I don't think that somebody would pay $15 for a mouse pad. But there's a price point and a customer for everything. And sometimes you have to trust what you're putting down and the designs that you're making and the work that you have to do when they're asking you to do something that's out your standard. There's a price for that. So don't let yourself be lowballed. Even though you're getting your blank at a really decent price, remember, you are in the business to make money. So you don't want to price yourself so low that you don't get what you've invested back in, including your time and the money, but also your supplemental income. So if that's something you're interested in, Temu is definitely a good bargain for you to investigate. Let's move on to something that I've recently seen exploding on social media, right? They put it on TikTok, and then now, the minute something hits TikTok, it's going to be everywhere. But these are sublimation lanyards. I like these because they have the ring hook on it, and they also have the break apart. Sometimes in people's place of employment, they're required to have a break apart lanyard, one that just pops off in case it gets caught in something they won't choke. But sometimes, say you're in a hospital, and they can just have the kind that has the key ring that hooks their badge. The beautiful thing about this is that this can be sublimated with any kind of design that you want. We recently were using these at our American Cancer Society Relay for Life event. I've seen some of our sponsors had some of these, and I thought to myself, what a cool idea of a fundraiser that would be if I allowed the teams to sublimate with their loved ones on it. So you can use that idea if you want, because Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up in October, and this might be a great idea to implement with that. But it's a soft, friendly fabric, lets you know that they're washable and you don't have to worry about that. They're also double-sided. So if you look at the price point, they come 15 pieces for $7.63. They have the break apart section as well as the rings on there, and that comes out to 51 cents a piece for you. So again, lanyards are selling all over Etsy and all over social media for at least $10, especially the sublimatable kind. So you can get in on that and make you some really good money. All right, looks like I have one more in this category, and then we're going to pivot into the next. So before we move out of here, this is another thing that I saw become super popular. So these are the wristlet and little pocket pouches, right? So you can use it and sublimate the wristlet to hold on to your wallet, but then they also have the little pouch that you can attach to the key ring and put like your chapstick, your lipstick in it, your little small hand sanitizers in it. And so what Temu's done is broken it up into two pieces, part A and part B, or you can buy part A and part B together. So part A is just the wristlet. It's double-sided. You sublimate it, attach it to your key ring for $8.09. That comes out to, did I do the math? Yeah, 40 cents. It comes out to 40 cents for that one piece out of the 20, right? Then part B is the little pouch that holds the chapstick or the lipstick. Again, that's coming in at $8.09. So that's going to come out to 40 cents as well. Now, if you want to do A and B together, then you're going to be looking at 16, 18 for that. I believe the math came out to be. And that's going to end up costing you 80 cents if you get both pieces. But again, you can mix and match and sublimate on those and have those out on your table or sell them. Again, I would bundle those things together, especially holidays are coming up. Bundle those things together. They make cute little secret Santa gifts, and people can take advantage of that in Christmas and July. You get people to purchase that for Christmas and July, you can sell out of that before July is even over with. So, second batch over and done. Again, if this is good information and you've already started your order, throw it down in the chat and let me know. Put a moneymaker $ in there so that I know that you are on your way to making some supplemental income. Okay, so our next has to do with cell phones. So this is something that I'm absolutely going to put in my cart. It's probably already in my cart. I got a Temu order coming this week that has nothing to do with what I'm showing you right now. But I will do a Temu unboxing just so you can see what I got. But this is going in my cart because whenever you order something from them, they always send you another coupon. So I know I'm going to get this. This is a Sublimation phone wallet blank that you can attach to the back of your phone, but you can sublimate on this. And I think this is so stinking cute. You get 10 of them for $7.99. That comes out to 80 cents per item. This can easily be sold for $7 to $10. Easily. I'm probably going to price it at 10 when I'm done with it. And I'm going to select my pre-made designs so that I can already make a batch of them, and then they're already ready to go. But if you don't decide to do it that way and you're going to let them customize it, you can charge even more than that. Again, this is something that if you're not going to charge upwards of $10 for, you want to bundle them together so you make it worth your time as well as for that shipping. But I think this is so great, and it shows you how it would look on the back of your cell phone and all of the different type of designs that you can use. And do you know how many people have a cell phone? I'll probably have to look up that stat to see how many people in the United States have a cell phone. That's your population to sell to. So there's money to be made. Just don't y'all go buy all of these before I get my order in, or I'm going to have to buy one from y'all, which again will help you make some supplemental income. Along the same lines of that is the premium metal business cards. So we talked in that other video about 5 things that every crafter must have to market themselves. And I talked to you guys about the business card and how I think it's still a relevant marketing tool, particularly when you go to craft shows and conferences and things like that. Well, Temu has the new and improved. Instead of a paper business card, they have the metal business card. So similar background to the license plate that we covered a little bit ago, but you get 100 of these for $11.03. So you're coming out with just under 11 cents per business card. There is nothing that Vistaprint sells that you're going to get for 11 cents. And all you have to do is put the logos on there. So this is probably not only good for you as the business owner, but this is good for business to business transactions. All of us know someone that has a small business, but do they have the business metal business cards? And would they rather purchase them from you customized with pictures and logos of however you choose to do them for them or what their design is, or would they patronize Vistaprint? I know my sorors and friends would patronize me when it comes to this. And so this is something I think you definitely need to look into. It's a polished way of marketing yourself with your business card. And I think that what I'm going to do when I order these is I'm actually going to film a video of me making them. And maybe what we'll do is if somebody comments on this post of this video, business cards, or I need business cards, I may pick you and make the business cards for you as my thank you for watching my videos. So again, 100 metal business cards for under 11 cents a piece is the best deal going. You've got to invest in that. Now we're going to transition a little bit into some of the jewelry that I've seen, because there is a lot of popularity with sublimation and jewelry, and I would hate for you to miss out on it. Again, these are lightweight products that you could take to a craft show, put on your table, and they will sell out in nothing flat. So the first one I want to talk to you guys about is the Sublimation earrings that I found. I thought these were so cute. So they are 120 pieces come in this kit for $8.09. 120 individual pieces. That comes out to less than 6 cents per piece, okay? So what will you get with that? So you're going to get double-sided tape that's going to cut the circle for you to be able to stick the paper in. That right there is a winner, because if you've ever tried to cut a perfect circle for something so small, that would drive me nuts. Even with my Cricut machine, I would be picking dots off the mat forever. That would drive me bananas. So this is already done for you. Double-sided tape, the bubbled glass that you need to lock it in is already included inside of the kit. So all you need is the double-sided tape, the sublimation sheet that they're going to give you, and the glass cover, and you can make custom sublimation earrings. These would be, again, super cute, and they sell the earring cards, so you don't even have to worry about creating that. That's already done for you, packaged, and it's on its way out the door. And I love the little designs that they show. It could be the sunflowers, it could be the Santa, it could be the snowman, it could be pretty much whatever you want. But for that price point, you cannot beat this. Definitely check that out if you're on the Temu site. Now we're going to move a little bit into the key rings, right? Because folks love a good key ring. I know young people love a good key ring. My sister used to collect them and just had, everywhere we went, she had them. She had like key rings like a plumber, but they weren't the keys. It was all of the little baubles that go on there. So these I'm kind of excited about because I can see the potential to bundle them with other things to help increase your income. So the first thing I wanted to talk about are some football themed ones, right? Or sports themes, I guess I should say. So the first one is shaped like a shirt. It could be a football shirt. That could come in as a soccer shirt, a hockey shirt. It could even come in as a baseball jersey, right? It's 60 pieces that comes here. All 60 pieces come to you for $6.48. You're going to get 20 of the silver key rings. You're going to get 20 of the retaining clip that's going to clip through the sublimation blank. And then you're going to get 20 of the shirt shaped blanks. So this is what's going to allow you. You're going to sublimate. You're going to put your design on it. What's super cool about this one is you can put the number of the player on there, and then on the other side, you can put the team. You can put the name. You can put a picture. What I also love about it, when you click on any items that are on Temu when it comes to sublimation, it actually gives you the process of sublimation. So if you're new to it or you haven't done it before, it outlines for you how would you sublimate this. So again, with these type of designs, it's only as far as your design mind can take you, can go on these blanks, and you can make money from this. Again, coming in at 10 cents. When I add all three pieces together, 30 cents for the key ring. The key ring is going to sell at least for $5, and that's if you're being nice and you don't want to price up a little bit more, or if you bundle it with something. What would I bundle that with? The football helmet. I thought this was the cutest thing. It's instead of the jersey, or maybe in addition to the jersey, I'm going to bundle it with the football helmet if I've got a football player that you're selling this to, right? And so think about this when the football season starts back up and booster season starts back up, and we're back. Preseason will be starting at the end of July going into August. So this is your time to get ready. So the football helmet is a little bit different. You get 20 pieces for the football helmet. So they're going to give you the helmet and the ring. And for $5.39 for 20 pieces, it's coming in at 26 cents a piece. I'm a Bears girl. I've got a Bears jersey. So I'm definitely going to make this for myself. And I'll let you guys know how it turned out. I'll do a video so that you could see. But again, think about that. If you're going to a craft show and you're going in the fall, you can have a whole section all around football and sport gear for key rings that are going to be right available for people to snatch up right when they're in the fever of football. So this is definitely something. For 26 cents, you cannot be investing in that. Now, let's say they're not all about football. That's not their jam, but you just want to make some really cute key rings. What stood out to me about this, besides the fact that you get 181 pieces to this set for $13.49, which when you do the math comes out to less than 7 cents. It's like 7 cents per piece, right? What I love about this is that you're going to be able to have different shapes that you can make the key rings for. So it's going to give you 72 pieces of the circles, right? Because of you're going to hook the tassels. So you got 72 split rings. You're going to get 36 of the actual keychains. You're going to get 36 tassels. They are multicolored. So you're not going to be able to say, okay, I want 36 pink or 36 purple. They're going to send you a variety. And then you're going to get 36 pieces of the actual key ring. What's so cool about them is it's a mix. So you get hearts, you get a small circle and a large circle. You get a big square, a rectangle. You get the little bone for our fur baby lovers, right? You get a house. That would be awesome for realtors who want to give their new home buyers the keys to their new home. Could you imagine their marketing on there? I would be finding real estate offices local to me and absolutely pitching them this idea. But it allows you to make all of these key rings for under 8 cents. You got to invest in that just because. Again, less than 7 cents. Even if you take two pieces, you're talking 14 cents, and you could sell that for $5 at your table without blinking your eye. How amazing is that? Or if you do bigger items, you might throw in a free key ring because it costs you so little to make. And now they've gotten this great gift that they could have had to pay $5 for. You gave it to them for free because maybe they spent $50 on your Etsy store and you just wanted to say thank you. It's the small things that matters with our customers, especially in our crafting and handmade businesses. So don't sleep on that opportunity to thank them with something cool like this. But again, under 7 cents, you cannot beat that. We're almost done. And if you're finding this video helpful and you're getting your ideas generating on how you're going to create some supplemental income with some of these amazing sublimation blanks, I hope you will give me a thumbs up and drop me a comment in the chat. So let's finish up with our last one, two. We've got 4 more to go. So let's get into it right now. Okay, this next one that I want to share with you, you might say, oh, I see these everywhere, but you don't see them for this price. So what we're talking about here are sublimatable tote bags and makeup bags. They are offering on Temu 12 pieces for $17.98. And this is either or. So 12 totes for $17.98 or 12 makeup bags for $17.98. When you do the math, that comes out to $1.50 per bag. Now, I found some sublimation bags, tote bags at Michael's, but they were $2.99, and they never have the makeup pouches for anything less than $4.99, and that's before you even start to sublimate on them. So to me, this was the best bargain that I've been able to find and be able to upcharge on. So I tend to order my makeup bags and my tote bags from overseas. I have a vendor that makes them for me because I like a certain kind of zipper inside of my bags. So that's where I get mine from. But when I very first started out, if I would have known that I could come and get 12 to sample and try to make sure that I like them before I lock into those, I would have did this all day long, because I certainly was spending far more money going to Michael's and Hobby Lobby to buy them when I could have done this. So if you think about this, you're going to get a tote bag that's a 12 by 14. That's the standard size for reusable grocery bags, and those can be customized. And while they're white, remember we talked about all you have to do is an all over sublimation cover to change the color so that you're not having just a white bag that gets dirty really easily. But because it's sublimation, you can wash and bleach them and still keep them white if you choose to do that. Then they have the makeup pouches, which are wonderful gifts for bridesmaids and bridal parties, spa days, girls' nights out. So many ways to use these bags. So again, for $1.50 a piece for a quantity of 12, you are going to be able to charge at least $15 for the tote bag and at least 10 to 12 for the makeup bag. And if you put them together, you can do both for $25 and it costs you $3 to do. So as you can see from the design here, it's showing you how they expanded the logo out, but there's a lot more print space and you can actually double side this if you wanted to. So this is something that I think would be really easy for you to make an upcharge. And again, this is one of those things, if you don't have sublimation, you can use fabric paint to change the colors around for this, and you can also use heat transfer vinyl. All right, our next one that we have here is the neoprene water bottle holder. So we know Stanleys have exploded everywhere. But these will allow you to carry your keys. It has a little zipper pouch and it locks around your bottle. Now, it shows you that it's for 40 ounces, but it has an adjustable strap. So it literally can start to wrap around 11 ounces. It can wrap around 20-ounce skinny tumblers, all the way up to 40 ounces. So that is going to give you such a variety. And all you have to do is design what goes on the front. So they're giving you a quantity of, I believe it comes with 4, according to my notes. So let's just make sure. It looks like 4 in the picture. So 10.48 divided by 4. Yeah, I probably could have did that rough, but that's okay. $2.62. You could easily sell this for $12. Maybe 10 if the market is a little tight. But if you're also selling a tumbler with it, you can have that as an add-on. So for $2.62, you might tell them, or the cart could tell them, hey, you bought your tumbler for $30. You can add this on for an extra $6, or you can add this on for an extra $5. And most of the time, the upsell of the add-on is going to be taken by your customer because it's going to be sublimated and customized to match the tumbler. So to me, if I can have my water bottle and I have my sleeve and put the important things I need inside of there and still be able to move around, I am absolutely winning. So this is something that, again, your creativity can run wild. What I really also liked about this one is that the space to design is a nice amount of space. So the pictures that you can let them put on there, even if they wanted a photograph, it's going to do really, really well on that. All right, we're almost done. We're down to our last 2, and they kind of go hand in hand, but then kind of not. But I like them anyway, so guess what? I'm about to share with you. All right, our next to last thing is our sublimation bottle openers. Again, I'm thinking about ways that this can be bundled with something and packaged with something to help you bring in even more income. And so when we talked about tailgating, we talked about the Keyrings with sports, we talked about the signs for the barbecue out in front of the house. This is something that could go with that, right? During sports season, folks have the man cave, they've got the she shed, they're gathering, and there's probably going to be alcoholic beverages there. So sublimated wine, sublimated bottle openers here with the family name on it. These could be monogrammed. That is always a big thing. And what I would probably do is pair that with a wine cup or a wine glass from the Dollar Tree that can have the family crest on it, the wine glass, and then this bottle opener. Like together, that little his and hers would be super cute for Valentine's Day. You could also put that, customize that, and the customer could put that with a gift and give it for Christmas or New Year's Eve. But let's talk about price, because this is why it gets really lovely. $12.48 for 12 of them comes in at $1.04 per item. You're going to sublimate on it and be done in under $2. And you're going to have 12 of them to sell. So you're going to almost double your money every time. And if there's a local watering hole or bar that you frequent, or a small place, a small mom and pop kind of place, you might be able to go and pitch that to them, put their little logo on it and see if they want to buy that from you. That's business to business selling, right? Love, love, love this, because I don't see this a lot. And so when you think about craft shows and you're there with other makers, sometimes you will see duplicate things on the table, and this might be something that kind of sets apart. There's always somebody dragging their God through one of these things, and now they look at your table and see that you have something for them. Our last item, guys, can you believe we got through so many? But our last item is the blank beer can cooler, known as the Koozie. I see these all the time. Different businesses buy them. They order them from, for imprint so that they can have them with their business logos and names on them. And that's a wonderful way to sell it. But again, if we're talking about creating experience and a basket, for our folks to go with that bottle opener, maybe this becomes the next item. What I love about it is you get 25 of them for $13.58. And if we do the math on that, we're talking about less than 55 cents each. And all you have to do is put a design on the front and the back, and now you're going to be able to sell this. So again, this is where we're talking the sports teams, during tailgating time or watching a big game. These can be for any sport. So this doesn't just have to be for football. These can be for any, or they can customize it with their family name or just about anything that they want. But what makes this one even better, which I never even really thought about, is that this can be used for 12-ounce cans, 16-ounce cans, and even 500 milliliter water bottles. That to me makes it a universal product that you would be able to maximize and sell. If you're paying under 55 cents for each one, you could easily sell these for $7 to $10, depending on what's on there, depending on the design. It's going to sell and make you supplemental income. That's all I have for today's video. I really, really hope that the items that I've shared with you have generated some ideas for you, have got your inspiration going. Hopefully you log into Temu and get you some of these before they're gone. Again, this video was not sponsored, but I definitely want to honor my commitment to sharing ways that you can increase the income from your love of crafting and being able to get your sublimation blanks at an inexpensive amount allows you to really grow your income in those items when you make them. So again, I hope you found it helpful. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. And guess what? I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And to all my money makers out there, you can do it. I believe in you. Now go be great.